Hello everyone, I'm Ben. Today I will present the Blaidd theme I made. If you are not musically knowledgeable, I made sure you can understand most of the topics presented in the video. Just be aware, if you haven't played Elden Ring, I would spoil some plots from the game for the sake of this video. Let's briefly present Blaidd first. Half man, half wolf, Blaidd is the protector of the witch Ranni, a demi-goddess. His loyalty to her knows no limits, even though it may lead to his downfall in the end. Blaidd is like a stepbrother for Ranni, and he was raised alongside her by Rennala, the queen of the full moon. Blaidd has no parents, and he was created by superior divine beings called the Two Fingers. In reality, his existence is a way for the Two Fingers to protect themselves if Ranni decided to go against their will. If she chooses to defy their plan, Blaidd will have to kill her. The music would be used in a boss fight against Blaidd, when he's about to lose his mind, torn apart between his loyalty to Ranni and his purpose given by his creators. We actually fight him in the game, but it's not a major boss fight, and it's part of a secondary quest line. Blaidd has no dedicated musical theme, that's why I decided to make one for him. Let's talk about the music now. For the introduction, I wanted to go for something calm and reminiscent of Rennala and Ranni, something evoking the close relationship between Blaidd and this family. The piano and soft strings were my main orchestral colors, but we also have the celesta accentuating the more important notes and giving a little ear candy sound. The soprano voice is here to signify the link and strong presence of Rennala and mainly Ranni in the story of Blaidd, and it serves as a secondary melodic element. And of course, there are some tubular bells, because they are a core instrument for this style. For the main theme of the first phase, because Blaidd is an honorable and righteous fighter, I decided to go for something not so dark, but mostly epic and grandiose. For this first statement, we stay on the tonic on the bass line for stability. We have the main theme played by horns, violas and the woman choir, and we also have the first violin playing a rhythmic part, to give more energy and momentum. One of the main colors for this theme is the G major chord. In D minor, the chord played with G as the root is G minor. Here, G minor is played just before playing the G major, giving this majestic and epic lift in the middle of the theme. After this first statement, we have a repetition with the added rhythmic drive played by the percussion and new secondary lines, notably the one played by the soprano voice and some played by the solo violin first and second in the high frequencies. And in this repetition, the bass line moves. Instead of staying on the tonic, it follows the harmony, giving more presence and power to each chord. Overall, it's a bigger and more epic version of the main theme. For the epic introduction of Phase 2, we can finally hear the main choir for the first time, plus the trombones and bass trombone. All instruments are going as hard as they can, with strings playing fast lines to accentuate the intensity. This beginning of the second phase is here to signify that Blaidd has lost his mind, thanks to the music going faster and to the overall music having darker harmony and more power. After this epic introduction, we go back to something calmer, but still dark, with the woman choir chanting the main motif, but with a different texture from phase 1. We follow with an epic build-up to go back to the energy of the introduction of phase 2 with the theme flattened out immediately to give a kind of martial and inevitable fate vibe. After the build-up, near the end of this part, we got an explosion of energy, similar to the intro of the second phase, with big percussion and the violins playing a fast rhythmic line on top of the main phrase, played by trombones and the choirs. For the next part we go back to the starting texture from phase 1, but this time the ambience is darker and we lose the sense of home pretty quickly, going inevitably into madness, with the falling part being a fall down, going into a big build-up. It's reminiscent of the fall down from the beginning of phase 2, but it feels much quicker and with less power, the trombones and bass trombones being absent. We go back to the main theme from phase 1 with the choirs being as large as possible. We also go back to a lighter harmony. It helps signify the power of the will of Blaidd. It's like the last bit of sanity and righteousness, still present in him even though he has fallen into madness. We can also notice the absence of percussion, reminiscent of the very first statement of the main theme. Thinking back on it, I might have overdone some aspect of the track. For instance, we got the woman's choir for most of the song, which sounds good and can be evocative of the strong bonds between Blaidd and his foster family. But it also gives a kind of sacred vibe, one similar to the Godskin duo, which could work because Blaidd is related to a demi-goddess. But it's perhaps too much for the chord progression we got in the first phase, giving it a bit too much of a religious vibe. Overall, the music feels too epic for a fight with Blaidd, in my opinion, except for the calmer part that will fit nicely. The main thing to adapt would be the orchestration, revolving more around the strings and less around the French horns and the trombones, especially in phase 2. The choir could be smaller too, which give a more intimate feeling. And more treble percussions would have been nice to accentuate the primal aspect of Blaidd during the second phase. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you like this content. You can check my website and my YouTube channel for more music and music breakdown. If you ever wanted us to work together, you can contact me on my mail address.